All right, let's talk about this one. Make sure you go to coptalklive.org. Coptalklive.org. A window's going to pop up. It's going to ask for your email. Put your email in, and you'll get notifications on news, police training, content coverage, video breakdowns, traffic stops, and more. Coptalklive.org. Also, don't forget to go to Patreon. When you go there, Cop Talk Live, we have a Monday night roll call, 9 p.m. Eastern. Everybody is encouraged to join to talk about what we're going to be breaking down during the week, what changes you guys want to see. And then we're going to be doing a great town hall the first Thursday of every month with guest speakers, both pro and con for law enforcement, to see what we could do for change. Appreciate all the support. And we're always live Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern for Cop Talk Live on all your favorite social media where I take your guys' calls, and you guys are absolutely awesome. Black female off-duty deputy pulls gun on man over a cell phone. A shocking off-duty incident captured on video demands unwavering accountability for law enforcement. That's a fucking joke. That's a joke. An off-duty Harris County Precinct 1 deputy constable. Harris County. What is going on in Harris County, Texas? Harris County, Texas had the deputy Barbosa, I believe her name, female, who shot and murdered the unarmed man at the gas station, and still nothing has been held accountable. Now, that wasn't the constable. That was the sheriff's office. I've seen other Harris County content. They're bad. I've had several people DM me about Harris County as well, too, talking about how horrible it is. This deputy constable, still in uniform, brandished her firearm during a heated off-duty dispute. It was captured on video, and she has since been reassigned pending an internal investigation. While Constable Alan Rosen ensures the public that this probe will be transparent. No, it won't, Alan. We know how it goes. We have policed ourselves, and we have determined nothing is wrong. We know how it goes, right? The unsettling footage raises urgent questions. Due to those who hold in power in law enforcement, will they receive the highest standard of accountability that any other profession demands? No, it should be more. Law enforcement should be the single most highest standard accountable of any profession in the United States. It should. I believe that it should be treason. Charges should be sought on a federal level for any cop who knowingly violates somebody's First Amendment, any constitutional rights. I believe that if they are found guilty, the death penalty should be sought. It's not a joke. If we're going to have people who have the ability to take away your life and freedom on what they can articulate, keep that in mind when I go and play these videos. It's what can they articulate? What is their character like? Then we need to have the highest level of standards possible in the United States. A confrontation erupted over a phone. Michael Evans, claimed to be unarmed, was pursued by the deputy, who is the sister of the phone's owner, in her personal vehicle while off duty. I don't know if constables or sheriffs have off-duty seizure powers. I believe what I was told is, as municipal cops, we were always encouraged, off-duty, you make a better live witness than a dead hero. So you see something happening, do your best to get as much info. A robbery happens, it's not going to be like Point Break where you're in the bank and you got a gun and you're looking at the fat, scared deputy or security guard on the floor going, back me up. It's not how it was. It's they encourage you to observe, pass the information on. And a lot of cops don't live in the towns and cities that they work at. So you do, and I don't believe as an off-duty cop I had seizure powers. So it's not like I could, see a bank robber and I don't know the slippery slope on that one and engage in deadly force, but I don't have seizure powers. So, but then on duty, my badge said state of Illinois. So if I was on duty doing a criminal investigation that touched any part of my town, I can go anywhere in the state and do an investigation. She drew her gun yelling, play with me, give me the expletive phone. The deputy has been reassigned to desk duty as the Precinct 1 internal investigation unfolds. Constable Rosen statement pledges transparency. Evans and his family remain unconvinced. This full article can be seen over at coptalklive.org. Let's watch the video. I've seen as long as a minute 20 of this video, and this is a minute long, and it pretty much captures all of it. We're jumping in. I don't know where this began. I don't know how it got to this point, but we're going to look at the totality of the circumstances from what we can assume, which is wrong, right? And at the same time, we're going to look at the cultural and social and professional issues that plague law enforcement today and make a judgment call on what should be done with this. Let's watch.
Play with me.
Brenda, so you gonna
Play with me. Give me the motherfucking
phone right there.
Put it in my motherfucking hand.
Yeah, man. So you gonna shoot me over there? Over your sister hitting me in my face? Fuck like me. You sorry.
Hey, wait till they lock your ass up in October.
I already know y'all already planned it. Y'all already set it up.
Yes.
I already know.
Promise you.
That's fine. But you don't know what I can do. You don't know what I can do to your sister too. Your sister stabbed me. I ain't put no case on her.
She should have made sure the shit stuck. Bitch.
I should have. You the bitch. I'll be a bitch. I'll be a bitch. You want to. You ain't shoot that gun. You can't be scared. You ain't shoot that gun. Yeah, you ain't shoot that gun. You ain't shoot that gun. You ain't shoot that. Yeah, shoot.
All right, let's go first in the professional aspect of it. If we have just simply the totality of the circumstances, and this is nothing more than man is arguing and fights with his girlfriend, who happens to be the sister of this officer, grabs her phone, takes it, now she wants it back, and this deputy doesn't. This deputy belongs in jail. I don't know what led up to this. I don't know the totality of the circumstances. I'm going solely based off of that, right? This woman belongs in jail. Let's reverse the roles. If this was a male cop, he'd be in custody right now, and it would be international news, and the world would be completely outraged. If this was a white cop, well, we'll get to that in a second as well, too. You know what happened. Men in America do not have the same protection from the domestic violence laws that cops and district and state attorneys use on women. I will tell you firsthand. Hundreds of domestics I've been to, and you can tell when the female is the aggressor and she's playing the victim, and the guy is like, she scratched her own arms, but you don't have any evidence other than his claim to back that up, and the guy always suffers. Men they underreport domestic issues in America. And because nobody wants to admit to pride that they got their ass beat by a female, women think they could wind up getting away with violence, and clearly they can. So number one, if we take this on face value for what this is and remove law enforcement aspects of it, this woman should be sitting in county jail until her court date, a court appearance for the next morning for a bond hearing. This is a domestic violence issue, and it's an aggravated domestic violence issue because she's using a weapon. So I don't know why she's not in handcuffs right now, unless there's far more to the story, and hopefully there will be, and we'll have something released that will show that law enforcement made the right decision by reassigning her. That's what it is. So number one, as a male, you're not protected in America. You really aren't. Number two, if I keep going down that route, here is more proof that the 30 by 30 agenda in America is going to put more batshit, crazy, hormonal women in positions to murder you as a man if they can identify and that there was some kind of criminality. Oh, he stole his phone. Great. And I don't know what the fuck, man. I don't know if this guy does have like a shotgun sitting in his lap or he's got a bazooka, box of grenades. I have no idea. No idea. I'm going right off the cell phone. Maybe she's got a body camera on her. Maybe this was official. We don't know. I'm going off of this. But here's what I do know. If this was lawful, the tactics suck, dude. Really? You got to pull your weapon. You should have cuffed him. And then you should have waited for backup. But the fact that you holstered your weapon, walked away, kept talking shit, meant that there was no criminal investigation whatsoever, and you need to be in handcuffs. You need to be in jail right now. That's very simple. The bigger problem that I have in America, and it's always going to get me heat, is if you turned off the video for that and listened to the audio only, it's the subculture from Black America that cannot assimilate properly into society, and you don't want to be in a public place with or a movie theater trying to watch a new movie that came out because you're not going to get any peace. Black America, this is your culture. This is what comes from you. It's not all of you. It comes from you. This is where, when the people like to say 13% of the population is committing 52 to 53% of the violence, that's wrong. It's from within the 13%. So it's a more concentrated number, and it's far more fucking dangerous. And there's a big impulse control problem. There's a big issue of how these people, go ahead. Oh, you just said who these people, these Black Americans who are the subculture of Black culture in America, use impulse control or lack of to settle their disputes and their verbal and nonverbal arguments by resorting to violence all the fucking time. And they're infiltrating law enforcement. And they can't speak proper English. What language was that, Deputy Constable? What were you speaking? What is your education? Are you allowed to use ChatGPT to write your reports? How do you testify when you're called to the stand? Oh, he was fitting to take the cell phone. I went out to show the... What fucking ghetto trash language are you speaking? And I know a lot of you out there think that just because I defend the black community against cops means I won't attack the black community against cops. No. The black community in America right now, this culture that stems from them, is a massive problem that has racist, systemic issues that are being proven that bleed over into this issue. So we have a massive problem with cops in America and a massive problem with this culture that comes from the black community, and we're hiring them as cops. We're hiring them. We're hiring females. At what point are we going to start to actually have the conversation honestly and say, Deputy, as we do this investigation, were you menstruating at this time? Or were you lactating and breastfeeding? Because I've put up video content that shows that females, and anybody do a Google search, go ahead and do your own reading of the medical studies. Females on their cycle, their menstrual cycles, hormone dump affects the way they think, behave, and they perceive information. There's a hormone, I don't recall what it's called, that when a woman lactates to breastfeed, it produces a more aggressive trait in her that people have historically shown that induces the mama bear side of her to defend her baby against threats of violence, right? So put this two and two together, give somebody the right and the swollen head to carry a gun and take away your freedom, and this is what we have. Females do not belong as cops at all, ever. They don't. Doesn't matter the outliers who could do the job. It's too risky right now in America. Too risky, period. So the surmise of this crap, it's trash, uneducated, thug fatigue that we're seeing in America right now that is a cultural problem that apparently we just do not want to talk about, because if you talk about, it's racist. And then you give this a badge and a gun, and then all of a sudden it just compounds the problem due to the inaccountability, lack of accountability once you wear that badge and you have that uniform. It's a fucking massive, massive threat for Americans right now. And Harris County itself is probably one of the most corrupt, abysmal counties in the nation that has I don't think you're safe if you're a citizen and you're in Harris County. You're far more likely probably to get murdered by a deputy, a constable, or a police officer if you're in Harris County, just based on what I've been seeing lately. This is it. The orchard is so rotten. We don't have a few bad apples anymore. We need to torch the orchard, get a fucking backhoe, dig it up, bleach the ground, replant new soil, and plant seeds that hopefully will yield properly good fruit that we could put in uniform. Just another fucking disgrace for uniform. It's another female, and it's another male who will not be taken seriously because he's a male, and domestic violence will not wind up being protected on his side. It's always hashtag believe all women, hashtag Me Too movement, hashtag toxic masculinity. But when you have a woman who is clearly, if this was nothing more than he had her cell phone and she did this, he would be justified of having a weapon. He's in Texas and shooting, terminating life-threatening behavior of this deputy. This deputy is engaging. This deputy could have been met with deadly force for herself. And if this is the totality of it, I would see no problem with that issue. Second Amendment, cops need to be reminded they're not the only ones who have the right to the Second Amendment. We do. We the people. And until the cops start supporting we the people, you can't back the blue. I support law enforcement, but I do not back the blue. Don't forget, go to patreon.com, Cop Talk Live. We're live every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, for our roll call for the week. First Thursday of the month, we do a town hall. We're live every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. You guys can call in if you've ever missed or not seen what we do. Go check out the live section of this channel, and you can watch some of the many other videos we've done on this, and with you incredible callers who call on this and change cop culture together. And do not forget to go to coptalklive.org, subscribe to our newsletter, and get more information as time goes on. We have a massive, massive problem in law enforcement, and we need to just torch the orchard and plant new trees.